Bien.
Venidos.
Venidos.
Yeah.
Bienvenidos.
Yeah, bienvenidos.
What's that mean?
Welcome.
Welcome, okay.
You can say bienvenidos a Keeping It Yatzil podcast.
Bienvenidos to the Keeping It Juicy podcast.
Yeah.
Clearly, this is not a normal setup right now, and if you can listen, you can probably hear a tattoo gun. That's because my special guest I have on is one of the best tattoo artists ever in the world and has pretty much done my entire sleeve, and we're finishing my entire sleeve today. So without further ado, Yatzil.
Hello. Yeah, I have my hands busy right now. Yeah.
Her hands are busy, but I'm going to be asking her some questions so you guys can get to know her a little bit. So why don't you tell them a little about yourself?
So, my name is Yatzil Elizalde. I am from Mexico, Mexican 100%. But now I'm based in LA. I'm tattooing at Ganga Tattoo Studio. 10 years tattooing.
Wow.
And
I was going to ask that.
Yeah, so I start pretty young, like 19 years. Yeah.
Before you got into tattooing, did you do art, like a lot of art?
Yeah, from my 7 years old, so I was really shy when I started.
Yeah. That's awesome.
All my life, yeah.
When did you get your first tattoo?
On myself?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I can divide that first tattoos in like two, because the first tattoo I get, it was in my neck back.
Okay.
Back of my neck. So I was really young. I had like 16 years old.
Okay.
And it was super surprising. I was just like going to join a cousin. He was getting a tattoo, and randomly the tattoo artist came to me. I didn't have idea of what it was a tattoo or get a tattoo, and he was like, "I should tattoo you something," and he started to try to convince me, and he made it. He made it. So I get my first tattoo there, but I don't know. Like I feel like I didn't like feel the real feeling of planificate it and go and get it where you want it. Like it was really spontaneous. But that was the first one, 16 years old. And
I think I was 16 on my first one too. But it's like the same thing. It's not like a real tattoo. It was inside my lip. And I got it with my best friend at the time. I got Reckless and hers said Trouble. But the kid that gave it to us, it was like in someone's basement. And I think he was like just learning, because mine faded within like 5 days.
Yeah, so you don't have
gone.
Nothing?
I got it redone.
Oh, okay.
But this is fuck off now, but it's still like gone.
Yes, it's hard for get like first tattoo because it's nobody can see it.
Yeah.
And probably will come off. Like it's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I get my first 19 years before to start the tattoo. I get my first one, the studio and everything.
How did you decide to go into tattooing? Like, what made you want to be a tattoo artist?
So I'm all the time I knew like I want to be an artist, because since I draw, I'm just like in competitions in the school, like representing my school and drawing every time when I have opportunity. So I knew it, but I can really find the right career, you know, like. And also in my city, like the proposal of like to finish the career of a plastic artist was like working in a museum as a receptionist, or if you want to do your paintings, oil or like acrylic, you can sell it. But it's pretty much you can do like every time, you know, if you want it. You don't need a career. But
That's true.
when I discovered the tattoo world, that was a moment when I was like, wow, what is this? Like it's like draw, but in the skin of people, and it's forever. It's not
Yeah.
just like a draw in a canvas and leave it there. And no, it's someone carrying it forever.
Yeah.
It's a lot of responsibility. So instantly, like, called my attention.
I feel like that must be such a cool feeling also to put your work on people's bodies that are going to be there forever. Like for the rest of their lives, they're going to have these tattoos. And I feel like a lot of people, especially people that go to like good artists like you, they have a meaning behind their tattoos, and a lot of them are probably like super meaningful. So it's going to be
Yes.
something that they're going to remember for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, sometimes it's really strong meanings, and I really love that. I really love that trust of the people on me, and feel it that.
Yeah.
That's cool, and have the opportunity, to make a piece who will be alone forever for in this with this person. I think it's part of myself too, but at the end, it stopped to be mine when I'm stopped to tattoo.
Yeah.
It's not really like mine anymore. It's of the person. It's cool. I like it.
That's got to be awesome. So we first met. It was kind of crazy how we met. We met in
Yeah.
Tulum in 2021. I was in Cancun originally. It was like this new hotel opening up. So this management team invited me to go and stay at the hotel for free and like take pictures and everything. And you were in Cancun, right?
Yeah, with the same
Same
people.
thing.
Yeah.
So we met there, and then randomly I was like, everyone's like, you want to go to Tulum? It's right down the road pretty much.
Yeah.
So it was such a spontaneous trip, and we went, all of us piled in this car, went to Tulum, and we stayed there for a couple of days. But that's when we met, and she gave me a tattoo like late at night.
In the middle of the jungle.
In the middle of the jungle in Tulum, and like we didn't have like the printer or anything or stencils, so she drew it with Sharpie, and it was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I was like so impressed because there's just a bunch of different colored Sharpies on my arm, and then it became like this crazy Native American tattoo that I have on my arm, and it was the coolest thing. And I was so obsessed with your style. And I was like, oh, that's it. I found my artist. Like, she's got to finish my whole arm. And since then, it's been like so many tattoos that I have now.
Wow, that's crazy. That trip was iconic.
Yeah,
A lot
love
of
that
my
trip.
friends now in LA, like, it's because that,
that trip?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Alex, for example. Like, shout out to Alex. Yeah, it's like really, really good experience.
Yeah.
I met you. I met a lot of people
Yeah,
there.
it was so much fun. That was like not planned at all, but it was such a blast.
Yeah.
Gosh, I love that trip.
Yeah.
So you've been tattooing for 10 years. Who are the top 3 coolest people you've tattooed in your opinion? He's tattooed like crazy celebrities and athletes and everything. So
Okay.
top 3.
So I can say definitely Little Uzi from head.
Lil Uzi.
From the head, like that was a crazy moment,
Yeah.
and how everything happens was really like random instantly. So I just received a call. I remember before one day I received a call from a friend's number and FaceTime, and I replied, and it was him in the cell phone. I was like, who is this person? Because like I would never imagine it was him. I was like, hi, where's my friend? And he's
who are
like, yo, I wanna keep tattooing my shoulders and my face and go crazy. And he started to like tell me like what he wants, and I was like, okay, yeah, I got you. Of course, let's do it. Then I finished the call, and I asked my friend like, who was on the cell phone? Because I think it's some. Let me see if it's who I think it is. And he's like, Lil Uzi. I was like, wow, this is random.
Yeah, that is
As
so
fuck.
crazy.
Then doesn't happen in that year, but 1 year after, he did the same thing. He was like, my friends called me and
Yeah.
I pick up and it was him. And that time it was like, are you ready? Because I want it right now. I'm on the way to the studio. So I was like, okay, give me chance and see you there.
Yeah.
So we planned the tattoo. We was there. It was cool.
Awesome.
And I really like love the Mexican cinema or like actors from Mexico. I tattoo Mauricio Oshman. He's a biggest actor in Mexico, and he's such a nice person. I really like. We really became like a friends.
Yeah.
So we did a good connection, and it was so nice to do a tattoos for him. And he came back like 2 or 3 times after. Like he came sometimes to the studio. It's like my client now.
Yeah.
So we are good friends, and he's one of my top three too. And of course Anthony Davis. He just recently did a tattoo on me.
Yeah.
So was so cool, because after to tattoo him, he then his wife, mom, and the wife of the sister, like a lot of members of his family. So after a couple years, I met him and I did his first tattoo on the leg.
Yeah.
He came for more, and recently I did like the Olympic rings, and I asked him like, should do a tattoo for me? Like,
Yeah.
should you want to tattoo me? He's like, oh my God, I never tattooed nobody before. Like, I don't know how to do this. And then I explained him. He put the gloves in his
Yeah.
hands, and he's like, okay, let's do this. And he made the LA
Yeah, that's so.
outside.
He did a good job.
Yeah, honestly,
For a first tattoo.
for me, the first, he did really good.
When I lived in LA, Yatzil came over to my house one time, kind of just like this, to give me a tattoo and my roommate Dexter. And me and Dexter were like, yo, why don't we give each other tattoos? Like, when are we going to get this opportunity? And she showed us how to do it. And if you guys haven't noticed this
Wait.
horrible tattoo on my wrist, it looks like a 3-year-old did it. That's Dexter's. Mine actually came out good. Giving tattoos is actually really hard though, because you are putting a needle on someone's skin, and then like when you press it down, like the ink kind of covers the skin.
Yes.
So you have to like always wipe, and Dexter wasn't wiping it, so he was kind of going in blind with this one. But I'll never let him give me another one. Maybe someone else. But yeah, that was rough.
It's a good memory, but
It is
yeah,
a good
definitely it's a hard word. Like, yeah, you need to practice.
Yeah. Do you have any tattoos that you regret on yourself?
Maybe I have. Yes, definitely, because I did a cover up,
Okay.
and it's a big cover up.
Yeah.
It's too visible. Like it's right there. So maybe I regret of the cover up.
Okay.
I wish to leave the other tattoo.
Oh, really?
Because it was like a John Lennon face right here, and I was tired of the tattoo.
Yeah.
And I get it super younger. Like maybe when I just recently start to tattoo, then I was like, oh, I really want to have another thing there, no more a face,
yeah.
calls a lot of the attention. But then become darker, and
Yeah.
like so. You can really see sometimes what it is. So that's something for me, like, but it's okay. I'm still like it. Like, has a lot of history, this tattoo already. So
I
it's
think,
fine.
well, we're covering up kind of one of mine with the sleeve.
Yes.
I think it's just of like, I should have waited a little longer, and I was going to tattoo artists that weren't that great.
Yes.
Like the lines are so big, or it's just kind of a basic tattoo, where now my tattoos are really like unique.
Yeah, but At least you don't have like one name of some guy or like random.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I do have that misspelled one on my ankle
Oh my
that we
God.
need to fix. That's still on the to-do list.
That's true. That's true.
I got a tattoo of a juice box with the guy that I'm talking to. They're kind of matching tattoos, but it also goes with keeping it juicy and Juicy Jamie, and like we have like my nickname is Juice Box. So it all kind of goes. And I got mine, and his says juice on it, and I was like, let me change it. So mine, I was like, can you just put juicy? And at the time I was smoking a little weed, and I thought that she would just know how to spell juicy, so I didn't double check. And I literally, I'm in the car, like it's done. I was like, oh cool, like still didn't really notice. I'm not that great at spelling. I get in the car and I was like, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Like it's already done, and I'm like, they spelled juicy wrong.
That's crazy. I don't know how artists do that.
Right?
Like,
I was mind
I don't
blown.
understand. I think it's a bad of the artist too. Like even if you come sometimes at the beginning of my career, I remember I did a lot of names and small things, and sometimes they came with like Arabic letters, and
Yeah.
I was like, listen, I'm not sure about this because I'm not speak this language, and I don't know like how is reading.
Yeah.
But are you sure you wanna like do this? Yes, 100% sign here because
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I can translate it, but even Google is sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
It's wrong.
Right.
So I see a lot of tattoos with like this bad translation and
Oh,
like
yeah.
grammatic, and I'm like, no, why you do this?
Yeah.
Like, need to be 100% sure of why you get it.
That's true. Yeah. Definitely double check your tattoos, because now I got to fix it. And we're going to fix it somehow.
Yeah, we're gonna.
We'll figure it out.
Figure it out.
She's smart with tattoos. I guess I'm not. What's like the longest time that you tattooed somebody?
I remember being for 9 hours, and recently on the clinic with Jack Pao, he was getting a lot of like bunch of tattoos,
9.
and like we was like working in pretty much like everything, trying to finish all the tattoos in that time, and yeah, so I think that was the most longer
Wow.
time.
Yeah. Does your
But
hand
pretty
get
much
tired?
like, sorry?
Does your hand get like tired?
Yeah, I was in a position really like uncomfortable because the body was just like laying down. So I was doing the leg, and the position I need to be was like this.
Oh my gosh.
Because we
yeah.
can move the body. So it was just like tired for the
Yeah.
position. When you get the tattoo and the position is not really good, and it hurts more the position than the actual tattoo.
Yeah, like your body just kind of gets sore, like having to stay in one spot for a while.
But yeah, 100%. My hand was dead that
Wow.
day. Like,
That's crazy. How many people were working on him in that period of time?
maybe it was like 8, something like that.
Wow. Do you think when they wake up, because for you guys that don't know, she's saying like they get put to sleep with anesthesia, and then like 8 artists work on your body and they tattoo you for hours. But like, do you wake up and it hurts?
That's sometimes depends
Okay.
of the tattoo or the person.
Okay.
But I'm not there all the time. I'll be there like with some people. A couple times, not much, but it depends of the tattoo and what bigger is the piece.
Yeah.
Like, so sometimes it's like 5, sometimes it's like 8. Depends.
That's so cool though.
If it's full leg. Yeah, but I think all the time I see the guys in the studio, they go like in a group of like 5,
Yeah.
6 artists.
That's crazy. How much does that like cost you? That's a lot. Because
Yes.
tattoos are expensive, and I couldn't imagine paying 8 people for 9 hours. Like, what?
Yeah, I don't have a certain cost. Like, I'm not sure. But I think it's around like 60K to 80K, like
Wow.
something like that. Because it's a lot of things
Yeah.
like to the clinic to
Yeah, like the
the
medical and everything.
anesthesia
Yeah.
guy, like, and the artist, like, yes, something like that.
Wow, that's
But I'm
awesome.
not sure. I think it's different deals sometimes that
Yeah.
can change.
Who would your dream person be to tattoo?
Okay, that's a good question. Because remember what I say you in the morning? But no. Okay, so maybe two people
Yeah, you
really
can have
like it.
multiple.
Yeah, multiple, but definitely Rihanna. Rihanna will be
Ooh.
like super like top one.
Yeah.
Rihanna and Beyonce too. I don't know. I have a lot of like people I admire, like I really admire. So I can say that both, like Rihanna and Beyonce for now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That would be so sick to tattoo Rihanna. Couldn't even imagine.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
I think she stopped and she never get more again, like in the past, but that's
Yeah.
cool.
Because I feel like when you tattoo somebody, I mean, you're with them for so long. If it's a big piece where it's like you talk and kind of bond with the person that you're tattooing.
Yeah.
If they talk. Some people don't talk, for which I get. All depends.
Yeah.
So cool though. Where is the coolest place or most random place that you've given a tattoo?
Definitely faces. Like I like when the people have that trust. For example, Taiga.
Yeah.
He get like a little 11 here, super small
Yeah.
next to the eye. But I really love how it looks. Really like
Oh.
aesthetic, like just there, like not too invasive.
Yeah.
But and he draws me the face. So it's something like it's too cool for me to tattoo face. Then
That is really cool.
yeah, Snow the product is a Mexican rapper, and she get like 444 here and like a lip here.
Oh, cool.
Like a lip, and looks really good.
Do you have rules? Like if people don't have a lot of tattoos and they come to you and they're like, hey, I want a face tattoo, do you say yes to that?
Yeah, I have this is like ethical rules for me because I can come and just tattoo the hand of someone who don't have like nothing
Oh,
visible,
okay.
because and is if it's kind of young that person, I prefer to say like let's start for something else like in
Yeah.
other place. But if this person really wanted like that and it's like pressure me, I will send it with someone else.
Oh, okay.
Because I will can with like I don't know what this person want in life. Is
Yeah.
if he wanna be a lawyer or like so it's we in another time, but it's still so many taboos and it's
Yeah.
still so I have some ethic rules.
Yeah, I could imagine like no finger or no face tattoos if
neck.
you don't have. Oh yeah, or neck
On the
tattoos.
neck, because then one tattoo like that can change a lot of stuff
Yeah.
in your life
For
and it's true.
careers.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, I was back home in Chicago recently and my grandma was over and we were having like a little family barbecue and she looked at me and she goes, Jamie, you're starting to look like a newspaper.
Yeah, but the grandmas like I like that all the time.
I was like, oh, well, we're just going to get more, so, oh well.
New to like tomorrow will be a new
Yeah.
section.
She likes when I get like the family tattoos. Like I have brown sugar baby on my hand and it's in her handwriting. So that was for her. And then we just did one yesterday for my mom. She likes that one, but she don't like all the other ones.
Yeah, I understand. In my situation, same. My family at the beginning, when I started to tattoo, was okay. You can tattoo, but just don't get tattoos
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot.
Did you have tattoos when you started giving tattoos?
Not a lot.
Okay.
I have really
few.
like my first tattoo, the one I planned, and the one it was
Okay.
at the beginning, and that too, and then I started to get on the legs because I was trying to practice, so I went on myself to
No
practice.
way.
You know, because sometimes I mean I see a lot of people learning now and using the fake skin. It's cool for practice the line and like the shade, like every technique you want to learn, but for learn how to apply in skin is different
Yeah.
because the fake skin don't will heal or don't will get like the same process of healing that
Yeah.
a real skin. So I did it on myself and I see how is like how it feels,
Oh
how
my gosh.
everything. So I did like a four tattoo at the beginning, and then I was like, that's it.
Yeah,
That's all.
yeah.
I will leave someone else to do my tattoos.
I don't know if I could tattoo myself because I mean, tattoos are pretty painful after a while. So I don't know if I could sit there and like, ow, ow.
I was excited,
Yeah.
like to because I was in that moment of like learning, practice, and then go and tattoo your friends. So
Yeah.
I was excited to do it. That it was no something, it was not an issue.
Yeah. That is really cool.
But
though.
now it's different. If I do it now, definitely I will be like, oh, no.
Yeah. What is, if you can remember, I'm sure you've tattooed thousands and thousands of people, but what are some of like your favorite tattoos that you've ever given or that like you remember?
Okay. My favorite one is the one I did on my dad. When I was just starting, he was one of the first person who trust
Oh,
on me. So was for me was really special.
yeah.
And he has like a horrible tattoo before. So I did a cover up and
Okay.
and it was coming really good. So he had like a heart with a cross like this.
Okay.
And he says the Sacred Heart of Jesus, the one who have the flame
Yeah.
and the cross crown. So I did it really realistic with colors and everything. So I practice color. It healed well. Like I see every process, and my dad was the most happy ever. He was like, "Oh yes, now I have a real tattoo," like a good one.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of my favorites.
Oh, I love that. So you live out in LA. How long have you lived in LA for?
Like 22, 23, 24. Like I think like 3 years. Like 3 years.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it. I feel like very similar to Mexico sometimes. So many the culture of Mexico, even the food. I don't have any problem to get like a good Mexican food
Yeah.
there. The people is nice. I like it. Yeah, and I have a lot of opportunities to grow as an artist there.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, so I really have like appreciate LA every time more.
Yeah, and you do have mountains, the beach, the
Yeah,
perfect
the
weather, hiking.
hiking routes. Like my dog loves it, and I love to take her in that routes. Like,
Yeah, that's definitely one thing I miss about LA living there is the hiking for sure. Not so much the people. You're saying there's
Yeah.
nice people. Texas, we got some nice people here, I will say.
yeah.
What's like your dating life? Are you single, dating, relationship?
But I find that really hard, honestly. I just prefer to be focused on that too. So I was like, this is better.
She's focused on her business,
On the
everybody.
business. No, honestly, can be super like, it's been interesting, because sometimes you don't know who you will meet there.
Yeah.
And I just met like a random great people.
Yeah.
I date and I had a good experiences with that person, but I don't know. They don't become longer, like it's kind of like flashy, like boom, like this,
Oh,
like
yeah.
super faster.
Yeah,
But
just
it's
like
okay.
flames.
Yeah, flames, exactly.
Do you have any like relationship advice that you could give?
I don't think so.
No.
Not really imagine me and knowing a relationship.
What's been your longest relationship that you've ever had?
Years ago, and it was just 3 years.
3 years? That's long.
I mean, for me, they compare it with my friends. They from Mexico.
Yeah.
They just with the same person for years. Like I have
Okay.
a friend, like she just get engaged, and it was the only boyfriend I meet. Like I know
Oh, yeah.
she was with, and that's it.
Wow.
Like, one for all life.
Yeah. That's like my friend Taylor. She just got married. They were like high school sweethearts, been together for 11 years. Like that was her like only boyfriend. So.
That's kind of like,
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
It is crazy, but I mean, good for them. If they're happy and in love that for y'all.
Yes.
It's hard out here.
Yeah.
I feel like it's so hard dating nowadays.
Yes. No, I'm not. Right now, I'm not dating.
Yeah.
Like,
You're just kind of focused on you.
yeah. I mean, I'm open because I'm never like close to met someone new and like meet that person. But I'm not trying to be an apps or like going out from there.
Yeah.
I went once, and it was really bad.
On a dating app?
Yeah, dating app. Like I will never would do it again.
Wait,
Like,
I
no,
need
no,
to
no.
hear the story. What
No,
happened?
no, this guy was crazy. He
No.
was like, so he looked good, like in the photos.
Yeah.
He looks like okay, like you can say, it's a good it's a good option. It's
Yeah.
fine. Let's see what happened. And then when he picked me up, he doesn't look exactly like the pictures.
Oh, no.
It was like kind of like pictures like from like 5 years ago. And then he was like more like a little more chunky, like crazy when I get inside. Yeah. When I came inside of the car, he was like trying to record me, like you look beautiful, and I was like, don't do that, like what you doing? He's like, no, sorry. He was like in silence and all the way like to the restaurant, and then I was like, it's fine. Let's see what is later.
Yeah.
I'm already here.
Yeah.
I'm look so pretty. Like what I will be back at home. Like I don't really want to get back, and then he started to acting like just crazy. Like I was on my cell phone, like trying to reply messages from friends, and he just like throwing my cell phone. He's like, "With who you talking? With other guys, right?" Like he was being like jealous, like crazy. I'm like, sorry, but no, and you don't know me. Like what you do? Don't do this. And he kind of stopped, but he can control himself. Like.
Wow.
He was really acting, I mean, like who it is.
That's so crazy.
Then at the end he does what the unbelievable thing for girls. The ticket came, like the check, and he's like, "Can we split?"
No!
And I'm like, "Oh yeah, of course, because I don't wanna be like in love with you for no reason."
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, oh no, this is like not good.
Yeah.
And it was so much like things, and then he left me at home and he tried to kiss me. I'm like, bro,
no.
calm down, like just leave leave me alone. After that, I never again date by app.
I had a dating app for all of like 2 days, and just like the messages from people I was getting were so cringy, and just like, oh, I would walk around the world just to take you on a date. And it's like, oh God, come on, like I can't do this. So I instantly deleted it. Never went on any single dates, but it wasn't for me.
Yeah, no, that guy doesn't look, first of all, look good, and the pictures like then show up different. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. I feel like mostly girls would do that, like, edit their photos to look skinny or like their face, you know, and then when they show up, you hear that for girls a lot,
yeah.
that they catfish. But it's crazy because boys obviously can do that too, or say they're super tall and not be super
Yes.
tall. And,
No, that's what I like to meet people like in outside.
Yeah,
Just like
yeah, in real
maybe
life.
in real life and I don't know,
Well,
in
because I feel
places.
like in real life you can kind of you catch the vibe of that person better because you can
Yes.
feel their energy, you can read them, you can see them. It's a
Yes.
lot easier instead of through photos.
Yeah, recently I met a guy and it was nice, like the way how we how we know each other. Like it was in the airport
Yeah.
and in a late. Oh my God, he was maybe see this. I don't know, but whatever. It was on the late plane.
Yeah.
So it was nice, you know, like we was talking for hours there, and then
Aw.
we decided to just to see like if we work outside like
Yeah.
in a date. So we have a good experience. I mean, I had a good experience, but eventually, like you know, if one person it's better like a friend or no.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, I think that's the dates I like to take when I really catch the vibe of someone out
Right.
there.
That makes sense. Would you say you have a type?
Um, I mean, before I didn't have it, but I think now it's a lot of the way of the people is as a person.
Yeah, like their
I,
personality.
yeah, the personality. So I don't know if the physical, of course, I was like
You have to be
I have to-
attracted to them.
exactly, yeah.
That's a must. But
I
like hair color,
think,
eyes.
yes, I like the curly hair. Like even if it's just like this, I like it. Like,
Yeah.
curly, like a little longer. And of course, I like the good physical look. But maybe I like light skin. I like it. Like light skin. Or kind of like me, like this.
Yeah. Does height matter to you?
But that's fine. Like the height, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You like short people, don't you?
Of course, that was my favorite.
No shade to any short guys. We just have a type.
Yeah. Sorry. No, yes, I think I like it when they're more higher than me.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
I like very tall men. I don't know. Like 6 feet and up.
Yeah.
Hot.
Yes. Yes. But I think good looking, but can be super different. Like my ex-boyfriend was like the one who I was 3 years.
Yeah.
Was red, pellet red. How you call it? Like ginger.
Ginger, yeah.
Was ginger, and then you know, like it's different than the last guy I was dating.
Yeah.
Who is like a skin, and the other the one more I had like a month ago was white.
Okay.
So
So it doesn't
it's
really-
kind of like yeah.
It's kind of how they carry themselves.
Yes, exactly.
So what do you look
It's
for?
security on them, like the security they carry with them.
Yeah. That's how I am. Like I would say I have a type when it comes to like I like them to have a lot of hair on them. Like
Yes,
hair,
yeah.
good hairstyle, tall, pretty eyes. Like it doesn't matter the eye color, but like pretty eyes that are nice to look at, you know.
Yeah.
Good smile. But for me it's like
Respectful, like
yeah.
with other people and especially you know.
Yeah. What's like one of your icks? Like when it comes to a guy, what they do and it like just is like, ugh. Like I could do mine. One time I was
Yes.
on a
I'm not
date.
sure.
I was on a date with this guy and it was going great, like amazing conversation, amazing everything. And then he went to order dessert and it was from this like vegan place and they were like, "Oh, I'm sorry, like the kitchen is closed now. Like we can't make this dessert, but we can bring you this." And
Right.
he had a fit. And it was like, why wouldn't you come and tell me that the kitchen is closed? Like, I really wanted this. That's why I came here. And I was like, I was taken back how rude he was to the waiter. And I was like, that's a major ick. I hate when people are rude to waiters like that, or anyone in service. It's like, come on. You're not going to die if you don't get this banana pudding.
Exactly.
Like, what?
Or it's what it is. You can change nothing with that attitude, you know? Like, and especially if you get that attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me it's a good red flag, like big red flag. If they rude in some ways, like disrespectful with other people, I don't like it. It's just like instantly like,
Ooh.
painful.
Ooh, that's not a nice spot. What are other red flags?
But yeah, definitely, I mean, after like, so now I just finished a book.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, my God. She was
So-
telling me about this book yesterday. We got to talk about it.
And I'm just listening now and like in audiobooks again
Yeah.
because it's really good. A friend recommended to me, and the name is like Why Men's Don't Love Women Like You.
Men don't love women like you.
Yeah, so they love them. You
They
know,
love-
like
yeah.
So the guy who wrote this book is like explained it to you like how guys think about like relationships and how they will respect a woman or no, and it's basically teaching you to do value to you to yourself, like put value on it and don't leave your power to men in less words. So it's game changing. It's
Yeah.
just like I changed my mind. Like I know this stuff, I know these things, but just to hear it from someone who say like, no, it's not like how you think. It's like, wow, that's true. That's
Yeah.
so true.
You said something in the car where it was like, nowadays women look at like men as the prize,
Yes,
but women are the prize.
exactly. Women are the prize, and this time, I don't know what moment like the game changed, and now we do a lot of sports. We like try to treat a man like the big prize ever, when we deserve that treatment.
Yeah. Facts. You guys better treat us like we're the prize.
Exactly.
We literally make
But
life.
But the thing is,
on now.
the book explained to you like they know that they
Yeah.
know we are the prize. The thing is how we know how to treat ourselves like a prize, and don't leave ourselves like if we wasn't something hard to get it.
So if girls are too like easy and kind of
like
they don't work.
like
what's the word?
they don't make the man to work for that price.
Right, yeah.
You know?
Like
It's something
they chase
like
the man instead of the man chase the woman.
It's exactly. So that's what the book say like. But actually the book say like when you feel this sparkling, it's okay. You're like you able to go for it because you know what you want. But you just will make yourself like put in the radar of the guy. He can catch your energy, he will go. If that doesn't go, leave it. It's fine. You don't need to go follow nobody.
Yeah.
But still make him to see your price.
Yeah.
So that's the book. That's what the book say. Like you need to make them to work for that.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
I could see that because if they don't put in the work and then they act like, oh, I already got her, then they're never gonna put in the work.
It's really interesting book. Yeah, and it's not bigger. It's like this. Like,
Yeah.
like short.
I love
easy.
that.
Yeah, super recommended.
Ooh. Do you believe in angel numbers and like zodiac signs?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. I have one here. It's like,
1717.
if you wanna looking for.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I have the feeling like when you look at, it's always appears something different. I don't know why, but
Yeah.
I think that.
So I keep seeing the numbers 1017, and it is the craziest thing because I just saw it this morning. And
Yes, and I saw
and I
it.
told you about it yesterday, and I saw it this morning, and I was like, oh my God, 1017. Like, and I'm not purposely looking to see it as the
Yeah.
time, but I keep seeing it. And it's been like this for a couple of weeks now, where it's like constantly.
It's still there. It's still there.
And it's so weird because my ex-boyfriend, like super toxic relationship, horrible, do not like this person, blocked on everything, like almost got a restraining order. That's his birthday. Like 1017.
Maybe wait. It's not like something reward like of don't repeat that pattern.
Get out of here.
Oh my God, I don't know.
Like, hey, warning.
Yeah, warning.
I hope not. That would suck. But I keep seeing it, and so I looked it up, and it said 1017 is an angel number. It's a positive sign from a guardian angel that I'm on the right path, encouraging you to listen to your gut and your like instincts, and then encourages you to listen to your gut about like your career, your love life, and growing your spiritual connection. And there's like a bunch of other like really positive things that go along with it. So I'm like, I'm trying to think of what I'm doing in these moments when I see this number, because like obviously that has something to do with it.
Yes.
And today I was literally writing our podcast questions out, so I'm like, oh, maybe the podcast is gonna go real well.
Yes.
But I'm still like, oh my gosh, I keep seeing it everywhere. It's crazy.
Yeah, that happened to me when I was looking everywhere.
1717. So what does 1717 mean?
So at that moment in my life, I was just like I can say like evolution. I was doing evolution in my career and working for some stuff like every artist wants, like freedom and things like that. But so it was too deep because during I was in this movement, I was getting my artist visa and like can travel everywhere and things like that. So I see it everywhere. I see it like in the clock, and it was hard because I have my cell phone like no like with this 24 hours clock.
Yeah, like the military time.
Yeah, so I can see it on my cell phone, but I see in other clocks, or I see it like in times, and the laptop and the everywhere. So it was something curious, but I was scared to look at it, like to see what is the meaning. And I was like, no, I need to be focused on this. Like, but I see it and I keep seeing it. And then the last day when I actually went to Tijuana to do like all the process, that day when I get like approved, I get a room hotel, and the number of the room hotel was 1717.
Oh my gosh.
So was something there, like
Yeah.
you need to put attention. So after I came from my meeting or my appointment, I just look at what is the meaning, and it was everything about my career, who I am, what I need to do, and how important my actions affecting others. So it was kind of magical, like something
Yeah.
no lying to me, it was a universe talking. So I do believe
Yeah.
in angel number, yeah.
Yeah, that is so cool. Because I always used to see 222. Like, it would be like 222 everywhere. And my favorite number is 2. So I was like, maybe I'm just saying 2 because that's my favorite number. But this, like,
be.
1017, I feel like is so random. Because it's not like 1111
Exactly.
or like 111. So I was like, huh, interesting.
That's what I say. Like right now, I'm not watching any number. I feel like in my life, like really like stable, or like I don't have any message. But it's something weird happened the last week at my apartment, and I just want, I want to do a big move this year, right? Like I want to go and like move in a house and with other friends, etc. It's already decided, but we don't do it because we're doing other stuff. We're
Yeah.
not looking anything. Like we're not doing that. But recently, I was in the birthday of that friend. I was tattooing, and that day, I'll take my dog with me to stay in her house for 2 nights. I actually just stay 1 night and 2 days. And I was tattooing, and I see like a black ant in my hand here, walking just like this. And I was like you know, like go,
Yeah,
go. And early I see a other ant, and instantly becomes to my mind like why this is the ant in my hand like everywhere. But whatever, I keep going in my day, and later I receive a message of my roomie, and she's like, I don't know why, but the house is full of ants everywhere. Like the ants are everywhere. And I don't know from where they come.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, okay, what this means? Like I came back home and that night, and you know the plate, like the dog plate, like with the food of
Yeah.
dog, but
Yeah.
not really like human food. So I never had problems with that bowl, like never. And the food can stay there like 2 days and nothing will happen. Never came ants or nothing. And I was like, okay, I don't know from where, but I will take the food, this plate, and I will like throw it off, and that's it. And I see it, the ants, and they was doing like a line, like like in the house.
Yeah.
And I was so tired, I came like 2 a.m. Then I went to sleep, and I wake up, and it was any ant, like nowhere. They just left that night.
Yeah.
And I was so like confused, and I look at it like, what this means, ants in your house like came in one day a lot, and then the next day they left.
Yeah.
And they say like it means like good luck, like prosperity, and la la la. And the angels send these your ancestors send them because they want to give you a message of you better work in organization, and you have these things to do, like some personal stuff.
Yeah.
And then they say like, and you need to do a change in your professional life or personal life. And I was like, I was just talking about to move with my roomie and other friends. So
Yeah.
it's just kind of like working organization, go and look for your dreams and da da
Yeah.
da. So everything is just like, for me sometimes is a message, no need to be like something specifically. It's just like I understand the busy.
Yeah.
And then it makes sense. And
I
I really
always-
believe it.
Hear like podcasts about people that are pretty spiritual and always saying that like if you're looking or just like your eyes are more open and you're able to see your surroundings better and be present, like the universe is constantly showing you signs
Yeah.
and like trying to help you or like show you you're on the right path or just show you like, signs to help you out in life.
Yeah.
And I think now that I'm being more like present off my phone and I'm working more like spiritually on myself, I feel like I'm seeing these signs more.
That's true. That's really true.
And I listened to this one podcast and it's like this lady talking about love and like entering love into your life and being open to it. And this isn't even like love from other people, it's kind of love to yourself. And as a way to practice self-love, you just look for heart-shaped things and you're like, I'm gonna see heart-shaped things today, and it could be anything. So she'll like go on walks and she'll see heart-shaped puddles or like a heart-shaped leaf, and she's like, if you go out looking for love, you're gonna find it in like little
Yes.
aspects. And I tried it one day and I was like, let's see if this works. Like I'm just going to be open and I'm going to find some heart-shaped things. And it was raining and there was a perfect shaped heart raindrop on my windshield of my car. And I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And it was like an hour later. And I was like, this is interesting. But I thought that was super cool.
Yeah, it is.
It's like just having a positive mindset going through life instead of a negative one. And it's just going to change
Exactly.
your whole reality,
Yeah, exactly.
which I love.
Yeah, one day in Europe too, I was having a like an anxiety time. Like I was there and I still haven't like a month for be there, and I really want to be in LA working and doing other stuff. And then I never been by like bee or something
Oh,
like
stung by a
a
bee?
insect.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, never. And a bee came and bite like take a little like
It like stung
a
you.
stung, yeah, on me, but not really. It was just like,
Yeah.
but doesn't leave nothing on my finger,
Oh,
and it
wow.
was in this finger. And I was get so scared because made me jump and
Yeah.
what is happening? And then I look the meaning and say the same thing like this animal sending by leaving you a message. You need to enjoy the present and be here because you never like literally you never will be able to regret the time like go
Yeah.
back on the time. And I was just like, that's true. Like I'm in this travel, like I'm traveling right now. I'm in this trip, like so far off home, yes, but maybe not able to come back. I don't know sooner, or don't be in this exactly moment
Wow.
and change all my life, my life, my day,
Yeah.
change all my day. So imagine how just this little thing can make you like see things different.
I feel like after this podcast, now if I ever anything like that, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna start looking up, and be like, what does this mean spiritually? Just like, what's the
Yeah.
positive that
Yeah.
comes out? Because if I get stung by a bee, I never think of like anything like that.
But for me it was weird because it doesn't leave the
The stinger.
no. It
Maybe
was
it
just
was
something
just like
like
a wake up call. Think, hey, snap out of it.
uh-huh.
That's so crazy.
If you look and you can read exactly what is the
Yeah.
that, and it's crazy.
That's so cool. I love that. All right, guys. Well, this tattoo is gonna take
More longer.
how many hours, you think?
Maybe maximum 2 more.
2 more hours. So we're not gonna podcast for 2 more hours because we ended at an hour. But it has been great. I'm gonna lay here all day finishing this sleeve, but I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. You wanna give them your Instagram handle so they can find you?
Yes, it's Yatzil. Can you leave them?
Yeah, I could
And
put it.
Yatzil and Yatzil
Underscore?
Tats underscore Tats.
Yeah. Woo woo! Thank you for coming on here and tattooing
Listen
my
to
whole
us.
arm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're welcome.
Bye,
Thank
guys.
you.